to now meet the governor of Tamil Nadu. At the same time, sources are now revealing that Rahul Gandhi would be attending Vijay's oath-taking ceremony. So big news coming in at the moment. Rahul Gandhi, according to sources, is likely to attend the TVK chief Vijay's oath-taking ceremony. The date and time have not yet been revealed, not yet been disclosed to the public, but there are preparations taking place at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Chennai as we speak. Joining us on the broadcast are a host of political analysts. We have with us Ramaswamy Mayappan, who's a political analyst. We have Venkat Narayan, senior journalist, Professor D.K. Giri, political analyst, and Sanjay Rana, political analyst. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. I'd like to first rope in Ramaswamy Mayappan. Sir, what we've seen in Tamil Nadu is a shocking end to the duopoly, at least a break to the duopoly between the DMK and the AIA-DMK. Vijay has made a stunning debut, some are calling it a blockbuster debut as well. What do you think has really factored into this? Was it merely anti-incumbency, or also did some part of his star power, his outreach to the youth, to the women, did that also play a crucial role?
I've been calling it a seismic shift and a watershed moment, both at the same time. The reason is this: the seismic shift is because the Dravidian politics, like you said, is come to an end. The loss of CM Stalin in his home constituency of Kolattur, where he's been successful for the last 4 times, where he's lost, signifies the Dravidian politics, the Dravidian 2.0, Dravidian 1.0, however you will, and the ideology that they foray into the public stream. The talk of a divided rule, talk of Tamil identity or the Dravidian identity, the division between the country, the language politics, and all of that is put to rest completely. That's the seismic shift that I'm talking about. And the watershed moment that I'm talking about is one in Tamil Nadu, where from the time when Kamarajar had to lose, it is the DMK that has started giving money for people for their votes. And this became a formula in 2009, famously called or infamously called the Thirumangalam formula. This was a major factor even this election, in the run-up to this election. We had seen it in the Erode by-polls and again this time in 2026. All of that has come to a complete stop now, that there is no cash for votes that was required by these TVK gentlemen or women to actually pay. They all contested on their own merit and on the merit of Vijay's popularity. The anti-incumbency was a major factor going in their favor. And one more major thing that I call this a watershed moment is for the candidates, majority of them come from middle class households in Tamil Nadu. Traditionally, you've seen these political families that come through, you have to work through these political parties, have huge riches before you come to politics. That has not been the case with a lot of these people. And there have been significant number of women, Muslims, Christians, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe people who have contested even in general constituencies and that have won. So all of this shows that there is a seismic shift and a watershed moment in Tamil Nadu politics. And now looking at where Tamil Nadu stands and TVK is going to look forward to in terms of power. See, TVK has multiple options. Given the scale of TVK's victory, I don't think anyone at the first instance is going to vote against TVK and ask them to walk out of power. I don't think any of the major parties, at least the DMK, ADMK, or even the Congress is going to do that, because that would be against the public sentiment. That would also hurt them even more. But what I look at is Vijay should be putting up a strong coalition, not a khichdi of sorts. Not just add 5 from the Congress, 2 from VCK, 2 from here, 1 from there. People who are not ideologically linked to the TVK. The TVK has been talking about an anti-Dravidian, anti-DMK politics. And now to take into their alliance stream the Congress, which contested in the support of the DMK, and if not, the Congress might not even won those 5 seats. So taking up those parties would mean that they are playing against the public sentiment, playing against the sentiment of their own cadre, playing against the sentiment of his own fans. So I don't think this ideal in a scenario, but if that's what Vijay wants to go with, he's becoming yet another politician just to retain power, he's going to do anything. That may not be an ideal situation in this scenario.
All right, fair enough, sir. We're also tracking some further developments. You can see towards the right side of your screens, live shots are coming from outside the Raj Bhavan. TVK chief Vijay has left from the TVK headquarters in Chennai. He is slated to meet Tamil Nadu Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar today. He is, of course, going to stake his claim to form the government. I'd like to rope in Mr. Venkat Narayan into the discussion over here. Of course, we presented two scenarios, but in your assessment, even with the Congress's support, if we take a look at the math, it is 108 plus 5, which is 113, still 5 seats short of the 118, the magic mark as we all call it. In your assessment, do you think back channel talks would have taken place with the parties that have secured 1 to 2 seats? Does Vijay really have the numbers sorted at this stage?
I'm afraid Vijay would be making a stupid mistake by teaming up with Congress and the other small parties. He needs the support of 10 MLAs, and these 10 MLAs, if he takes from Congress and the other parties, he will end up making each one of them a minister, and any of them can, pull out at any time. It will be very unwise. If I were Vijay, I would team up with AIADMK, because it's very important for a new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to have a good relationship with the central government. He cannot repeat the same kind of silly mistakes Stalin and Mamata made by fighting with the central government and losing power. It's very, very important that Vijay needs the moral support as well as financial support of the central government. He must not be seen as being hostile to the central government. Then he will be spending most of his time fighting with Mr. Modi. It will be very unwise on the part of Vijay to team up with the Congress, which is already demanding, ministerships, and say you should not team up with these people. That kind of nonsense. I think he should stop doing business with them, team up with the AIADMK, and carry on, form the government, and have a decent working relationship with the federal government. Otherwise, he is going to face a lot of difficulties. He must remember, he is brand new to the government, and he must take everybody along and deal with the central government in a very civilized fashion, unlike Stalin and Mamata, who used to pick fights every day with the central government. And look at what has happened to them. The mood of the nation is with the ruling central government, and if Vijay is seen to be going against that mood, he could face a lot of trouble. So my opinion is that Vijay should ask the Congress and all these tiny parties to get lost and team up with AIADMK, because they have more than 40 seats in the assembly, and he can provide a stable government. That's what I feel at this point of time.
All right, sir. On your screens, viewers, we can see